I'm Stephanie Boyd, and I teach art and yearbook at Pampa High School. I didn't choose teaching. Teaching chose me. It's this thing that I've loved to do ever since I was a little girl. My siblings and we would play school, and I would make lesson plans and worksheets and math problems and read stories, and we loved playing school, and I just knew that's what I wanted to do when I got older. I love it when the kids look at me like I'm crazy, because I will have them tape a fork to a yardstick and that's what they have to draw with. Or they have to use a Sharpie and push some pennies around on a paper. Or I give them a potato and that's all they're allowed to use to paint with. Because they look at me like, Miss Boyd, you've lost your mind. But it's in those moments where they get to forget what's outside of our classroom. The current group of juniors and seniors that are at the high school are the same kids that I had when they were in preschool in 2011. I was a part of their everyday. They were my everyday. We had routines and jokes and games even at preschool age. And I didn't know how our paths would cross again. Fast forward to 2020, I took a break. I had taken a break from teaching and went and got my master's degree. And the junior high needed an art teacher. And I realized that it was the same group of preschool kids. When they were leaving the junior high, they said, Miss Boyd, you can't come with us. Will you promise that if a spot opens at the high school, you will come up there? And I said, yes, I promise. Well, then that summer, I moved 7 hours away. A year and a half later, I got a phone call that said, hey, this job is open. Do you want to come back? And I said, yeah. And I held my promise that if a job at this high school came back open, I would come back and I would spend the high school years with these kids that I've spent their lives with. Okay. Role model for me would have to be Roger Myers, my 8th grade band director. He gave me this button. It says, I am loved. When I was in the 8th grade, my world kind of fell apart. And he noticed that, and he just made sure that I got help and reminded me of my worth and my value. And yeah, I keep this to this day. I want my students to know their worth. I think that when you know that you're valuable and that you're valued in life, you will be able to face challenges, you'll be able to take risks, you'll be able to not to give up when things get hard. I just want to say thank you to everyone who voted for me for Teacher of the Year. It is an honor and a privilege. I love Pampa High School. The team that is there is something that unlike I've ever experienced.